The next time you visit a cemetery, leave your opinions tucked deep in your mind. Otherwise, you may end up as unwelcome guests.
Jake, why on earth did you bring us to a cemetery of all places?
Wow, I think it's a beautiful place, Randy. All the trees and the peace and everything.
This isn't a beautiful place. Just look. This is the creepiest looking cemetery I've ever seen. Just look at that.
I love it, Randy. This is a great place. All the history on the tombstones and everything.
All the places.
Be glad that you're here today on such a beautiful day.
Well, I really like it. Beautiful back at the cabin, but not here in a cemetery.
Yeah, let's go look at some of the tombstones here, Randy.
All right, Jake, go ahead. Let's look at the tombstones.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting history over here, Randy. Wow, look at the moss on that one over there.
Actually, I think that's lichen, Jake, not moss.
Wow, this is very historical, Randy. They got the concrete here, and they got the. Hey, this is interesting. The guy died in November, and man, look where he's at.
I don't know about that, Jake. October or November is a time of reckoning for me.
He's among the beautiful trees and all the other gravestones, and what a great place to be left to rest, you know?
Jake, city folk, they have it too easy. In the winter time, they just flip on a switch for their heater. Not me.
It's a beautiful area, all the beautiful trees. He's got a nice stone. Whoa.
I will die during the winter, but city folk.
Oh my!
I'm a little concerned about you talking about October like that. It's how beautiful it is. There's people here and they'll think it's so great. They're not having a fun time. It's not a wonderful place.
Wow, you really startled me. I didn't mean to offend you.
Jake, are you listening to what I said? You're like chattering off to.
Are you an employee? Do you work here at the cemetery?
Jake, hello?
No, this is not a beautiful time of year.
Okay, relax, Jake.
Oh yeah, Randy. I was just talking to the caretaker right here.
Jake, there's nobody there.
Well, he what? Randy, he was. I don't know where he went. He was right here. I was just talking to him.
Maybe you mistook this tree for somebody.
No, it was an actual guy. He was
right
here,
Jake. There's nobody there. Oh, come on, man. Well, you're starting to wig me out. I was already wigged out walking into this, and now you're starting to creep me out.
Randy, he was a physical man. I was talking to him. He's right here. Yeah, there's a lot of history on these tombstones. Look at this guy. He died in 1946. Boy, he sure lived in a tough era.
Well, Jake, I'll have to disagree with you there. You know, I kind of lived like in the 1940s.
The movies were black and white, and they were real slow. It's like they couldn't get to the point.
Today, I don't need a television set, Jake. I don't need movies. That's all for city folk. It's a waste of time, Jake. It just wastes your time.
I kind of agree with you on some of those points, Randy, but all in all, I just don't think the people were very bright back in those days, you know? That's just my opinion. They weren't very bright, not very bright at all.
That's the way people should be living, Jake.
Oh, it's you again.
I have something to say. When we had movies, we didn't rely on color and special effects and
cut wood and split wood like I do.
All the magic lights we just had basic acting.
Huckleberries, but not city people.
The actress could sing, they could dance, they were full.
Because if I don't take care of getting ready for the winter,
I really didn't mean to offend you. I know you probably work and do a lot of work. I didn't mean to offend you, but I don't know how you got here. We were just talking.
You're not self-reliant like me. I am self-reliant.
They weren't very bright, not very bright at all.
That's the way people should be living.
Hello, Jake. Here I am. You're not listening to what I said. You're just chatting away with somebody.
For your information. They made great movies in the 1940s. That was the whole beginning of television, and you gotta realize that.
Whoa, Jake! Take it down a few notches. You're getting a little aggressive there. Oh, Jake, hey, what's freaking me out here, man? First you're telling me that the movies are bad, and you're telling me that they're good in some weird, freaky voice, and you're chattering back and forth to empty air.
Yeah, I was just talking to this fella again here, Randy. You know, where'd he go? What's going on here, Randy?
I don't know what's going on with you, Jake, you know. And besides, the part of history I'm more interested in is like the war years. That was World War II, man. Tell me a little bit about the history of that, because that's when this fella died in the like after the World War II was over. Can you tell me a little bit about that history?
World War II, Randy. If you want to talk about World War II, that generation really didn't get along. Look at all the problems they caused. No one getting along with each other. All the countries fighting with each other. And you think those people were very bright? I mean, look at that. No one getting along. Who does that? You don't see that in this. You might see a few wars this day and age, but it's not like it was. I mean, the whole world was involved. What were those people thinking?
Well, I don't know, it was a little different back then, Jake. Back then, wars were kind of fun, you know? They got to drive tanks and shoot bazookas and run around and jump in foxholes and, you know, climb off of ships and land on beaches. Nowadays, when they fight wars, they just sit behind their freaking computer screens and type little buttons and shoot from drones. How much fun can that be, Jake?
Those people fought for freedom. They didn't fight for fun. They didn't have buttons to push. They fought man-to-man war with real weapons.
All this technology that we don't need.
Blood for the country.
That's the way I live, you know. And when you live in the cabin in the wilderness, Jake, you're not all packed in the city. When you're packed in the city, like they were in the 40s and now, they all want to fight each other. If more people lived out in the wilderness like I do, nobody'd want to fight anymore. You just want to live in peace. My nearest neighbor's 100 miles away. You don't see me going down with bazookas and battle tanks. Well, I get along with
Those people
Jake.
for the freedoms we have today.
Whoa, Jake, okay, don't take it personally about the war thing, you know. I'm just shooting from the hip on that. I wasn't around back in the World War II. I don't know. Jake. Jake? I'm really starting to feel creeped out here, Jake. You know, we can leave this cemetery. Jake? What are you doing, Jake? You're cleaning off the tombstone? Jake, I think it's time to do it.
This cemetery now. You don't belong here.
What is he doing? Jake's my brother. Bring Jake back. Who are you and what is he doing? Where did you hide him? Jake, where are you? Who is this thing?
What are you doing, Randy? What's going on? Why are you being so rough? What's wrong with you, Randy?
Jake, well, I don't know what's going on. Jake,
What?
Jake, we got to get out of this place.
I agree, Randy. This place is creeping me out.
Let's leave this cemetery now, Jake.
Come on,
too many
let's go. Come on.
Let's go, Jake.
What?
We have to leave this place now. We cannot
Jake, get away from here. Come on, Randy.
You're unwelcome guest in this place.
Go.
Do not disturb is a common phrase used at hotels. But perhaps, just perhaps, it may be better suited for cemeteries. Until next time, happy Halloween.
He might as well be the mannequin. Doesn't get out to meet new friends. Leather clothes with mole on his hat. The 2x4 attached to his back. He knew what the crows can do. Clowning around, not getting very far. No one pays attention to that figure near the barn, doing what he can to protect the grain. There's a rumor he doesn't have a brain. He knew what the crows can do.